On the news tonight, Governor Soludo reassures in the Anambra of effective security network. Anambra Health Commissioner Obidike promises in the Anambra of quality health services. Nigeria and Morocco plant joint pipeline project. Over 200 sailors vacate aircraft carrier United States after multiple suicides. Before the news in detail, here's a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come forward to turn around maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. My name is Uche Chukwu Ebonam. Good evening and welcome to the evening news. Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo has reassured residents of the state that his administration will sustain efforts to effectively secure the state. The governor was speaking at a town hall meeting with traditional rulers, president general, women president generals, and community youth leaders in Awka. Government House correspondent Ejike Abana has details.
The event was held at the Professor Dora Akunyili Women's Development Center, Awka, where the governor pointed out that the state government was pressing ahead with its vision of making the state the safest, most secure and prosperous commercial center. Governor Soludo said that his administration is working on reorganizing the vigilante for intelligence gathering to tackle the culture of silence, thereby giving more impetus for community participation, and would remain resolute in its quest to enhance peace and security with the support and partnership of people of the state, especially community leaders. He noted that Onitsha has remained the largest commercial city in Nigeria, but regretted that it is becoming a shadow of its old self, adding that Onitsha must be resurrected for him to restore Anambra State, so that shopping and doing business in Onitsha and the state will become a pleasurable experience once again. According to him, his administration was committed to programs, policies and projects targeted at socio-economic development, creation of job opportunities, prosperity, and the sustenance of hope in the hearts and lives of people in the state. Governor Soludo, who called for support to collectively tackle restiveness and social vices, assured the residents that his government will continue to foster engagements with the various security agencies in the state and urged them to work together to dislodge criminal elements from the state. According to the governor, implementation of his vision for the state has already commenced from Onitsha, which will eventually cascade to various communities in the state, pledging that the system of local government and town union administration will change under his watch.
To strengthen our communities, we also need to have the relationship between the executive and the traditional institutions to work in tandem. And we need a legal framework to get this to work. We are revising that, and we will need inputs from the executive and the traditional institutions.
Making a presentation and sharing before and after pictures of various dump sites which hitherto blocked access roads, the Deputy Governor, Dr. Onyeka Chukwu Ibezim, restated the vision of the present administration on environment, but regretted that Anambra hardly make use of the various waste disposal bins. The Deputy Governor revealed that since they embarked on the cleanup exercise, starting from Onitsha, they have tackled more than 60 refuse dumps, as well as evacuated waste from 20 dump sites in Awka and environs, and called for concerted efforts by all, noting that the intervention committee set up by the governor was given 3 months to deliver on the mandate, within which they are expected to put structure in place that will ensure that the waste evacuation is a daily routine, evolve ways to convert waste to wealth as a means of employment, and disclosed that investors are already expressing interest in that regard.
These are going on over more than 60 places. If I see everything by now, but I ain't only simple, see all this work on the Shawan, on the women, or Canada, on the North, on the South, people who go die here. I never bottom side, or where the roads and then Ngwele Maka. Mananke, Ngo Kane, or Simba.
Earlier, the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Matters, Mr. Collins Wabunwanne, stated that the engagement will be periodic and urged stakeholders to help secure government facilities in their locations. Also speaking, the Commissioner for Homeland Affairs, Mr. Chikodi Anara, asked people with useful information to forward them through provided phone numbers, stating that the primary function of vigilante is to gather information, urging communities to begin to reorganize their vigilantes and forward fresh lists to government. Also speaking, the Special Advisor to the Governor on Security, retired Air Vice Marshal Ben Chiobi, stated that the mission is to take back Anambra, calling people to provide useful information to security agencies. Some of the participants, including Ohaneze Ndibo State President Chief Emeka Udodeme, Asatu National Chairman Barrister Titus Akbudo, and President General of Enugu Town Union, Comrade Boni Ozonkwako, among others, suggested training for Presidents General, dissolution of many caretaker unions in various communities, setting up of an agency or unit where names of violence perpetrators can be easily sent by anonymous people, assuring of support to the governor's vision. From Professor Dora Akunyili Women's Development Center, Oka, Ejike Abana, ABS News.
State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afam Obidike, says the ministry is committed to providing quality programs and policies that will improve the health status of Anambra. The commissioner disclosed this when he paid a courtesy visit to the acting managing director of Anambra Broadcasting Service, Mr. Gabe Obaleze, in Oka. Emmanuel Chibata has details.
Dr. Obidike thanked ABS for partnering with the ministry in all its programs so far, calling for its sustenance. Dr. Afam Obidike outlined some health packages that will come on board soonest, including Soludo Health Solution Program and Basic Life Support Training, which would assist the people of the state to have proper health information that would better their lives. He disclosed that the ministry will take the program to churches, banks, schools and other areas to ensure that people are trained on basic life support as health experts are on ground to carry out the training.
We just visited the ABS director this morning to discuss on ways we could partner with them in order to ensure that the health information, the appropriate and the right health information we get to our people and on time, because we are more interested in passing information that will help our people live a better and quality life, and preventive, helping them to prevent any diseases, because we are more interested in preventing illness in the state. So we're having a package we're coming about, we'll call it Soludo Health Solution. It's going to come up soon. We'll be having what we call the Know Your Number, Soludo Health Solution, Know Your Number. We are bringing it upon where the citizens of Anambra State or people residing in the state could go to any primary health care centers and on our general hospitals and do their sugar test and blood pressure checked there. So that's one of the things we are coming up so that it's going to help our people to know what they expect, to know what their numbers are. Also, besides that, we want to be appearing on the radio set, on the TV set every week, or at least once in a week, to have a health talks with our people.
Responding, Mr. Obaleze thanked the commissioner for placing high premium on health, which he said is one of the blueprints of Governor Chukwuma Soludo. Stating that health is #1 priority of any responsible government, Mr. Obaleze said that the program will help the people return back to normalcy following the problems of harsh economy and insecurity which have resulted to psychological and sociological maladies. Mr. Obaleze restated the resolve of the establishment to serve the people through government policies and programs in line with the cardinal projects and policies of Governor Soludo. He assured the commissioner of continuous partnership with the ministry.
We are here to also serve the society We help to pass on health information, messages that will lead people to find a cure to some of their, or find solution to some of their ailments. Because some of these things are as a result of ignorance, as a result of not having enough information. Some of them we are already doing on our own, but now you are bringing in new innovation. We are also happy. We welcome the idea of the Soludo Health Solution. We like to synergize.
Emmanuel Shibata, ABS News.
A former Chief Judge of Anambra State and presidential aspirant in the 2023 general elections under the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, Professor Peter Umade, has informed the state chapter of Ohaneze Ndigbo of his aspiration. Speaking to the state leadership of Ohaneze in Awka, Professor Umade said he has completed all processes and is now qualified to participate in the APGA presidential primaries next month. Paul Ezoke has details.
Professor Umade, who was accompanied to the visit by APGA local government chairman, pledged that if elected, he would reconcile Nigerians to rebuild a united country to achieve economic, educational, scientific, sporting, and sufficiency breakthrough. He lamented that Nigerians are traumatized on daily basis for wanton killings, displacements, disorganizations of business, and social life with attendant difficulties, assuring that he has initiative and capacity to reposition Nigeria in 4 years if elected president, and is best equipped for presidency with triple banner of rule of law, separation of power, and due process. Professor Umade explained that his presidential bid was predicated on popular votes in free and fair election and urged Ohaneze Ndigbo to engage in mass voter education to ensure that eligible voters register and obtain permanent voters cards as well as vote on election day.
If I get the ticket of APGA, then we stand a good chance to win the presidential election in 2023. If I win the presidential election in 2023, I pledge to administer the Federal Republic of Nigeria with firmness and fairness and reposition our country to the path of progress, harmony, and prosperity.
In his remarks, the Vice President Ohaneze Ndigbo Worldwide, Chief Damian Okeke-Ogene, noted that Ndi Anambra have remained consistent in supporting APGA, while Ohaneze Ndigbo has remained in forefront in championing the Igbo agenda, noting that with support of Ndigbo across the country, presidential candidate of Igbo extraction could easily win the coming election without belonging to mega political party and change the narrative in the country. Responding, the state president of Ohaneze Ndigbo, Prince Emeka Udedeme, said the emergence of Professor Umade as APGA presidential aspirant was in line with what Ohaneze Ndigbo is clamoring for, that Ndigbo should produce the next president of Nigeria for fairness, justice, and equity, noting that he is comprehensively qualified for the position and has the dynamism to make the desired change. He assured that Ohaneze Ndigbo will give him unnecessary support to achieve his aspirations and will encourage the electorate to give him massive support to attain the set goals, restating that Ohaneze Ndigbo is not relenting in the drive to ensure that other geopolitical zones back Ndigbo to produce the next president.
I think it's a right step in the right direction because that has been what Ohaneze has been clamoring for, that an Igbo man should be the president of Nigeria come 2023 for fairness, justice, and equity. And I so believe that it is the turn of Ndigbo to produce the next president of this country.
In their separate speeches, an APGA governorship aspirant in the last Anambra gubernatorial election, Barrister Damian Okolo, and APGA chairman in Anyamelu local government area, Chief Linus Onyenwe, noted that Prof. Umade has the integrity, education, knowledge, and experience to pilot affairs of the country, and recalled that he distinguished himself as a lawyer, a judge, and a chief judge. In Awka, Paul Ezoke, ABS News.
500 individuals from Anyocha local government area have benefited from the second phase of the 15th edition of the free medical and surgical outreach of Ferdinand Dozie Nwankwo Foundation. The medical outreach, which took place at Ada Zenu and Agulu Town Hall respectively, attracted men, women, youths and children from within and outside the community. Correspondent Blessing Uchendo reports.
Speaking during the exercise, the founder of the foundation, who is also the member representing Anocha, Junukofia and Njikoka Federal Constituency at the National Assembly, Chief Dozie Nwankwo, who came with a comprehensive team of medical personnel, said the aim of the Free Medical Project is to improve the health status of constituents in Anambra Central Senatorial District. Chief Nwankwo, represented by the coordinators representing Adazienu and Agulu communities, Mr. Chikelue Anisiofo and Mr. Chidozie Emegwalo, explained that the charity work has since the inception of the foundation in the last 15 years been one of the platforms through which the foundation touched lives of the less privileged persons in Anambra State in order to ensure a healthy society.
I urge every one of us to come. This is a free medical. You are not paying for anything. Our principal, Honorable Fernando Zewankwo, is taking care of everything. So what I'm charging them is for them to come out en masse, for them to come and benefit, because we know that health is wealth.
As you can see, they are treating eyes, doing surgeries. I think we have gotten like 15 or 20 people from here that are doing surgeries at Nibo Medical Center. They're also treating at that side. The other side is dental side. They're treating teeth. My charge to them is to make sure that they check their health. Like me, I check my BP once in a week and other things. So people should take care of their health, no matter how busy they are. That's what I'm trying to tell some people.
On her part, the Chief Medical Officer, working in collaboration with the foundation, Dr. Jima Henry, disclosed that over 100 cases of cataract have been booked for surgical, while over 500 people have benefited from the free eye checkup, dental care, as well as distribution of medicated glasses and drugs. Dr. Henry said the people of the constituency are lucky to be blessed with a philanthropist who takes delight in seeing that people's sufferings are alleviated, and urged the people of Anocha to embrace the opportunity, as going to the hospital will cost them more.
In each of those projects, we've never done not less than 100 cataract and chirurgical surgeries. Sometimes we do general consulting, eye, dental. But now, this 15th edition, we are doing eye and free eye treatment and free dental treatment. So this is a project that I can tell you that is no longer, playing politics, but rather is impacting lives. The question is this: each time we come, we do not less than 100 cataract surgeries. We spill over. What of if Honorable Dozie has not done this?
On his part, the President General of Adazienu, Salivai Opaleke, described Chief Nwankwo as a quintessential legislator that truly understands the business of legislation, as well as touching the lives of his people positively, and extolled the organizers for finding the local government area fit for the Medicare. Some of the beneficiaries, Messrs. Simeon Ezenne, Anne Ibekwe, Cecilia Angolia, and Rita Anajemba, among others, expressed joy over the drugs they received at zero cost and thanked their benefactor for the intervention.
Ya iji bịa aka maka Dozie Nwankwo ihe o wetara Adazienu, ihe ọma o wetara na Adazienu, wee wetara anyị ihe ọma ma okenye ma ụmụazị nye ya free. Anyị wee nwee ike na-anwe ike maali na nwere ndị adịghọ ndụrị. Anyị wee nwee ike na-abịa ihe m bịara kịta maka ya bụ ka ihe o meeze.
Blessing Uchendo, ABS News.
Still to come on the news tonight. Nigeria and Morocco plan joint pipeline project. Over 200 sailors vacate aircraft carrier in the United States after multiple suicides. And here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come forward to turn around maintenance of Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Stay tuned, the news returns after the break.
Traveling? You deserve the absolute best. Enjoy maximum comfort in our new buses with more legroom, reclinable seats, onboard entertainment, and much more. Pick your preferred seat. Choose your preferred schedule. Travel on your terms. Ready for a premium ride driven by the best captains out there? Book now.
Welcome back to the rest of the news. The Nigerian government and Morocco are planning to build the world's longest offshore pipeline and second longest pipeline in the world to carry gas from Nigeria to Morocco, running across 11 West African countries. This was disclosed by a media aide to the president, Tolu Ogunlesi, said the partnership, which was between the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited and ONHYM of Morocco, was originally signed by the two countries in June 2018. Meanwhile, the Minister of State for Petroleum, Timapre Silva, has said that the Nigerian-Morocco gas pipeline may not be completed under the Buhari regime. He, however, noted that the regime will lay the groundwork for subsequent administrations to complete it. The federal government had last month called on the United States government to support Nigeria with funds to develop Nigeria's natural gas resources so as to serve as alternative source of energy for Europe. On business, telecommunication companies are proposing a 40% increase in the cost of calls, SMS and data to the Nigerian Communications Commission as a result of the rising cost of running a business in the nation. Based on the proposal, the price floor of calls will increase from 6.4 naira to 8.95 naira, while the price cap of SMS will increase from 4 naira to 5.61 naira. According to them, the telecommunication industry has been financially impacted following the nation's economic recession in 2020 and the effect of the ongoing Ukraine and Russia crisis. They said this has resulted in an increase in energy costs, increasing the operation expenses by 35%. They added that the introduction of the recent excise duty of 5% on telecom services had further increased the burden of multiple taxes and levies on the industry. More than 200 sailors have moved off the USS George Washington aircraft carrier after multiple deaths by suicide among the crew, including 3 in less than 1 week in April, according to the Navy. The sailors were moving to a local Navy installation as the nuclear-powered aircraft carrier continues to go through a years-long refueling and overhaul process at the shipyard in Newport News in Virginia. Over the past 12 months, 7 members of the crew have died, including 4 by suicide, prompting the Navy to open an investigation on the command climate and culture aboard the Nimitz-class carrier. The commanding officer of the carrier, Captain Brent Grote, made the decision to allow sailors living on board the ship to move to other accommodations, according to a statement from Naval Air Force Atlantic. On the first day of the move, more than 200 sailors left the carrier and moved to a nearby Navy facility. And on sports, Thomas Muller has extended his contract with Bayern Munich until 2024. It was announced with the Germany international set to spend his entire professional career at the Bundesliga champions, who he joined as a 10-year-old. Muller, as well as top scorer Robert Lewandowski, Bayern captain Manuel Neuer and winger Serge Gnabry were due to be out of contract in 2023. He is the first of the quartet to extend their deals amid speculation Lewandowski could leave at the end of the season, with Barcelona reportedly a possible destination. Bayern chief executive Oliver Kahn describes Muller as an identification figure who carries the emblem of our club in his heart. Since turning pro with Bayern in 2008, Muller has made 624 appearances, scoring 226 goals and creating 242 more. He was also part of Bayern's squad, which won the Champions League title in both 2013 and 2020. Before we go, remember that you can follow news and program on ABS TV from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Television, Oka. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points that made the news again. Governor Soludo has reassured in the Anambra of effective security network. Anambra Health Commissioner Obidike has promised in the Anambra of quality health services. Nigeria and Morocco are planning joint pipeline projects. And finally, we told you that over 200 sailors have vacated aircraft carrier in the United States after multiple suicides. Here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total around maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. With that, we've come to the end of the evening news. My name is Uche Chukwu Ebonam. Thank you so much for staying with us. Good night.